years since we've been together. Ooh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Oh, baby, let's stay together. Loving you weather times are good or bad, happy or sad. Ooh, yeah. Well, the times are good, bad, happy or sad. Why people break up? Oh, and turn around and make up. I just came to see you'd never do that to me, would you, baby? Being around you is all I see. Is what I want to do. We ought to stay together, loving you weather times are good, bad, happy or sad. Come on, let's stay together, loving you weather.
Down in Denver, live at Casa del Smoke. It's the midday burn. Fire up. I'm Dr. D.B. Kush.
DJ Longhair Don't Care.
Slick in the building.
And V Jams on.
S.O.S. Smoke one, son. All right. Y'all tuned in to the midday burn, baby. I'm Dr. D.B. Kush, man. We got everybody else in the house. They got dabs rolling, blunts going.
Yeah,
Man, I
buddy.
don't know how it's gonna go. How y'all feeling today?
Feeling pretty good.
As usual, yeah, feeling really good, having fun, working.
Hey, man, you know, I've been alienating my music video shows. You know, I ain't been watching The Voice and none of them. You done left this damn projector over here, and it seemed like it done turned into. We've been to the movies every night, man.
Nice.
Last night, what we watched last night, Slick?
Kevin Hart's.
Let Me Explain by Kevin Hart. Awesome.
I watched that the other day too.
And then what was the other one we caught?
What was that?
Well, I think I was in and out on it, but it was good at the end.
This is the end. Was it This Is the End we tried watching?
Yeah. And then what was the other one y'all put up?
Dang, man.
Intentions.
What
The
was
one
that?
with your girl Rebel Wilson. She is hilarious. Big girl Rebel Wilson goes in.
Oh, Identity Thief.
Identity Thief. My goodness, man. If you ain't watched Identity Thief, it's a must watch, y'all.
I ain't seen it yet.
Man, hey, I was asleep and woke up and it was just on and I woke up laughing and I never stopped. Rebel Wilson is, I would love to do some acting with her. Put me in the movie with her, man, because she's just funny.
Yeah.
She throat chopped him. She said, now come on, I can't run fast because you throat chopped me in the neck. Don't be a pussy all your life. I was like, dang, she's just rough on him. Like, just no love, man. She just throat chopping him. So I'm like, y'all gotta watch that. Hey, man, I got like, hopefully y'all got the email, but it came in pretty late. Thank me. You know, they're riding in LA. You know, Trayvon Martin, this, like I said, I told y'all the other day, this ain't gonna just go away. Like, by the day, thankfully that our federal government decided for federal prosecutors to step in and look at it and possibly make federal charges, because they see by the day it's going to be more and more problems if they don't do something about it, man. I mean, you got the lady, you shot in the air and said, back up. Don't, you ain't going to beat me up, husband. Back your ass up. She just shot 2 bullets in the air in Florida. And yes, she got 20 years.
Yeah.
But he shot the kid after following him. And I'm going to say, it's a story on here. Juror number 37 talked. And she said when they originally went in the room, one person said she believed it was second-degree murder. 2 people said they believed it was manslaughter. And then, this is what she said. She said the reason why she went the way she did because she felt like they both could have walked away. Are you serious? He was walking away.
Right.
What are you saying? He was walking away.
He was walking
what more
away
did he
from
have to do?
He was walking away before the phone call was made.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Sure was.
Like, I'm like, if that was your judge, that is the definite reason why the federal
How old
government
was
should relook at
Juror
this case.
37?
If you judged it on that, but her husband is also a gun-toting person who daily walks around with his gun on his hip. So to her, it was justified that he was gun-toting.
My guess is that's got to lead into this new study then, which must be coming out of Florida, where I'm hoping, or else they're sending it to Florida, where they are recognizing Alzheimer's early.
Alzheimer's early. Man, isn't it amazing though? Like, I mean, you look at this, like this case is going to tantalize and tantalize and all that for a minute. But the big picture is, dude, they did a fatal injustice to the justice system, and they took us back to the 60s with everything that goes on in Florida. Like, they have to wake up. And the thing about it is, this is not a race boundary, and a lot of people keep trying to make it into a black and white issue. But if you're doing that, then you're failing to realize that Zimmerman is Hispanic. So,
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
he is too.
And that was
Yeah.
this. I was telling you guys I watched the Daily Show, and it wasn't Jon Stewart. It was John Nolan or something like that on for him because he was on vacation. That was one of the things they were getting into. Is they had their senior Latin correspondent on, and they were talking about how just between Latinos there's a bunch of pride and disrespect towards the Colombians and the Argentinians don't want to all be called Latinos. It's like saying Orientals and Asians all look the same, and it all goes back to that, and all of this is obviously so racially.
It's just a bad undertone to it. You know what I'm saying? And
and for the attorney to have said things like, it can't, or maybe it wasn't an attorney, but maybe another reporter or something. I know the quote came up somewhere. He couldn't have been racism because he was Hispanic, and it's like, well, wait a minute. I have worked in kitchens, and in restaurants, professional kitchens, and things like that. And man, I tell you what, I have heard. I don't know. I mean, are you comfortable with the word mayate?
I know the word mayate very well.
Yeah. That rolls off the tongue a lot about everyone. Just you know what I mean. So.
Well, I mean, for us, I'll tell you something that was pretty dope, right? I used to be the supervisor at my high stadium. Half of our crew was Latino. The funniest thing about this, when they say that at a point there was no internal racism, would be wrong, because even me as a supervisor, it was like the Latinos didn't want to work with the African American crew. The white crew kind of was mixed in for one moment that they was actually the minority. So they didn't really give a damn which side they worked on, because they just was trying to get their check. The Hispanics, they didn't want to work with nobody but the Hispanics. They kept to themselves, they ate lunch to themselves, and maybe a couple of them was like, forget that, and I'm going to work with everyone. And they did that, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, for people to think that it's not a situation in America, then that's a gross injustice. But Florida, it's his own set of standards. It has nothing to do with race. Casey Anthony was white, and they allowed her to get away with baby murder. So I'm just saying that it's not a race issue in Florida.
I think it still really is, though. I think it's just deep rooted and long seated. I mean, you've got a whole
Casey Anthony was in the
community of
trailer park,
retirees.
so she put, I have a theory that I mean, a lot of people, you know, they agree or disagree, but I feel like if you're white and you're in the trailer park area, you're good as black. Because I've like this, even when I stayed in North Carolina in the trailer parks with those white people in there, they was treated just like I was. It wasn't like they was treated like they was white, not black. They was treated just like they was black. And I could see the way that they was treated lesser because they stayed in that mobile home park. And when I grew up in Commerce City, going to school out there, I seen how the kids that came out the trailer park area was treated differently. And it didn't matter if you was white, if you was Mexican, it mattered that you came from those trailer parks. And I noticed that growing up, and I always said that if you thought that even within the white culture, if they didn't have their separate lines, it's a failure. They have their own set of racial injustice within their own culture, because if you come from the poor side of white, it's almost like if you saw the movie Django. In the movie Django, it came to a scene where you had Leonardo DiCaprio, it wasn't Leonardo, but your guy that over the house. It was Leonardo. And he says, hey, take Django around and show him the yard. And she said, but don't you call him the N-word. And she said, huh? She said,
oh yeah, because
well,
he was even on a horse.
Right. She said, so what do I call him? And he goes, call him, treat him like you treat the hunky down there by the trailers. And I thought to myself at that moment was, down by the trailer park. Now all of a sudden, he was a hunky. Which he was the same as what you calling us. They separated them because they was in the poor end. So pretty much to their eyes, they was pretty much equal to a free black man. And that's the way I looked at trailer parks growing into as I kept going, and it was ironic in that movie, they depicted it in that manner. And it was wild to me, like, wow, that is so true. Like, you see the chicks, there be some bad chicks at the trailer park.
Oh, yeah.
But she didn't get treated like she was a bad chick at school. She got treated like she was a poor chick from the trailer park. And you could see a poor white chick that was on the cheerleading squad, and she was treated like she was rich.
Right.
And actually, the trailer park kid, her dad owned some stuff. He just chose to save money.
Yeah.
You know, it was wild like that. You know? So on that note, we gave y'all a good analogy of race,
Yeah.
Trayvon.
I would be worried that, like I said, there's a weird mix out in Florida of culture and age.
They need to legalize
and
that weed,
everything,
man.
so,
They need to smoke more.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
need
they
to
do.
smoke.
Yeah, they do.
They got a
Amen.
problem with their inhaling.
Yeah, I second that.
I think they have to paint. Straight up.
I second that.
So I'm going to take y'all to some old school, some old school. Really not old school, but I like this guy right here. You know, most people would say, he shouldn't be playing him. But this is for you.
When my past came in, you dropped the ball. It didn't change the way I feel. And I was wishing I'd break down your walls. The kiss will know if lips stay still. There is a line I crossed, then when you miss, I lost. I'm not a loser. You know that I'll be back again, my dear. I went for the steal. Maybe it was rust. Oh, my crush. I got a crush. I suppose that I could hold it in. Ooh. But you excite my every cell. Sources say that senses are your friend. My senses say that I should tell you that I'm not ashamed. You might just ever really gonna know, my dear. I went for the steal. Maybe it was rust. Oh, my crush. I got a crush. I want to. I need to. I have to. Have you? You're so much to touch. Girl, you're too much and I can't control it. You got me all over the road. My dear, I went for the steal. Maybe it was right. Oh, my crush, damaging my soul. You blew me off, but I don't mind. I just get better with time. So do you. So do you. So do you. Oh, oh, oh,
Hey, this is Michelle LeMay, the author of Initiative 40, and I'm on Blunt Radio. Listen up.
Charlie, Herbal Synergy, watch One Blunt Radio.
Y'all, this is Dr. D.B. Kush. Y'all tuned in to 1BR.co. It's all about the meds, 24/7 MMJ. Ooh, I can't wait to smoke this shit. Yeah, we back.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, man, we've been smoking, grabbing. We ain't been drinking today, though. I don't think I made it to the liquor store. Dang on me. That
No,
sucks.
but we do get the beers in there, don't we?
What
Remember,
beer?
didn't Val bring some over yesterday? That's how we
Look
were
and
all
see.
drinking.
Look and see. Tell me something good.
Let me go see.
I'm sure thirsty.
You know me, I like to pop something. No, but hey, y'all, if y'all looked at the Facebook and y'all looked at our street team page, y'all know we posted a trash can full of empty Twinkie bags. Twinkies are back, baby. They got to Walmart yesterday. We sucker punched 2 boxes of Twinkies, and we're going to give you our Twinkie analogy.
Nope, she drank all of
The
those.
box is big. There's less Twinkies. The Twinkies are smaller, and
they
they ain't
cost the
golden.
And it's a different recipe, you can tell.
Yeah,
It
the
tastes
cake
completely
is
different.
The cake is more dense.
Yeah,
or
it's not the same
deep fried or
Twinkie.
something. I don't know what.
That's Little Debbie. That's Little Debbie.
Yeah, that's something missing
Yeah.
out that Twinkie, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the
It's
Twinkie ain't
Hostess
Twinkie.
Yeah, you're right. It did remind me a lot of Little Debbie's.
Debbie.
It still had a lot of the old Twinkie
Well, that's
taste,
because,
but
like-
it was like the Little
Like
Debbie
Little Debbie
texture.
tried. Yep.
It's because the Little Debbie has had that little imitation Twinkie since like Twinkies disappeared, haven't they?
Yeah.
The little, they call them like sponge cakes or whatever they
Yeah.
call them.
Yep.
Sponge cakes.
Something like that.
Hey, I don't know, but I just know that to me, it was something special about Twinkie. I love Twinkies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That Twinkie right there, you know, that wouldn't make me just rush the boxes like I used to. So I don't know what they did to the Twinkie. Maybe just because we ain't had it so long that, you know, the Twinkie fetish ain't the same, but maybe y'all messed up with that move. But I know the Twinkie's littler. It ain't golden as it was. It ain't soft as it was. It was like really spongy, like a tough spongy kind of.
Yeah.
And it's fresh. You just made these Twinkies. Unless these are old Twinkies, but then they got leather, so they couldn't have been old. All right, iPhone causes a fatal electrocution.
That's pretty scary. I
Over
don't
in
know if I
Beijing,
wanna touch
China. I believe they said it was.
Yeah, Beijing. Somebody had the iPhone and
She went to go answer her phone last night while it was charging, and it just electrocuted her to death, and her birthday was today or something
Oh,
like that.
damn.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
yeah, like it was terrible to hear, and they said it might have been a fake iPhone because in China, a lot of distributors are actually imitating the iPhone, putting the Apple logo, putting all the serial numbers, everything
A
to the
fake
T.
iPhone.
We talked about
So-
that before. I had a science teacher or chemistry teacher who used to
we're
brag
fixing.
about.
You want that bad? You want a 5? You want a 5?
He used to brag about his Relox
This is a
watch.
5.9.
Yeah.
Relax watch.
Yeah,
He's relaxed.
It had a real fake diamond in it.
He's a real fake
Oh,
diamond.
so it's not a
It
Rolex,
looked
it's
like
a
a
Rolex.
Rolex, but it's spelled Relax. But I mean, that's been something we've
Hey,
known
son,
about
you
for
know
a
when they had the
long
Rolexes,
time.
when they first hit the street with the fake Rolex watches?
Yeah.
And the only way you could tell if they didn't float,
Yeah.
they ticked. If anybody, if you knew about Rolex, it didn't tick. So
Yeah.
it's like, it hit Denver bad.
Yeah.
It hit Denver
Sure
like a
did.
play. They was all out in King Super parking lot.
Yeah.
Just give me $50, bro.
Yeah. Rolex. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and China's been famous for that for a long time. Actually, the French were the first to point it out with their clothing designer, Izod, long time ago, that, yeah, the Chinese don't care. You set up a plant in China and they'll build one right next door, making the exact same thing with their Chinese brand logo, selling it for what it costs rather than...
That crazy
And-
price.
And yeah, how are you supposed to compete with that? No wonder the
Stop
economy...
sending it to China
No
to
wonder,
get in the bill.
right? That's the only way you stop it. No wonder the economy is where it is. And then we go ahead and give them all of the information they need for building their own commuter jets and all that shit. So
Yeah.
now, what do they need us for?
Nothing.
The next step is
Bombs.
rockets, and they've been working on that anyway.
They're getting flying
They're
cars
gonna
out soon, too.
they're gonna move to Mars and leave us here.
Oh, that sucks. They're gonna be gone without us? Damn. So, y'all know Turbo hits the movie theaters tomorrow. For all y'all geeks out there that want to line up and get blowed out and check out Turbo, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what the listeners, you know, on Monday. We'll let y'all know who did what over the weekend. Matter of fact, we didn't let y'all know how the weekend numbers was yesterday, did we?
Nope, but I think we should do a movie review on Turbo this weekend because you know we're gonna go see it.
We were definitely going to go see it.
Well, I'll have to go with you guys.
You said you have to go with us?
Yeah.
So let's give a box office report, man. Last
Alright.
week, the box office, Despicable Me, 43.9. Grown Up, 41.5. Pacific Rim, 37.3. Heat still dropped in 14 million. They won't
Wow.
go nowhere. Lone Ranger, 11.5. Man, they just, Lone Ranger just...
The Lone Ranger, yeah, maxed out at what, 25 its opening week or something?
Yeah, Lone Ranger had a hard
Lone
time
Ranger,
with it.
I'm sorry, when you guys, when I saw it, I decided to stop watching after about 20 minutes because it was that bad. Because I remember the original, like, Tonto and Lone Ranger, you know, how they're supposed to be. And the storyline didn't exactly go about it, and Disney kind of took it into their own hands to kind of re-innovate the Lone Ranger story. So to me, it just wasn't that interesting, honestly.
Man,
That's...
It was
yeah, I
disappointing.
can't go watch a Disney movie when I remember all of the Lone Ranger and Tonto jokes growing up. Dirty
I was a Lone
jokes.
Ranger and Tonto fan. I watched it all the time. I can't say
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't.
no, I watched it. I
Yeah.
just mean like all
I
the
watched it a few.
all the dirty
They got
jokes
me.
that go along with Lone Ranger and Tonto growing up. You never heard them?
I heard a few.
I love how his
You must
voice
not be
just like
gonna-
drops
say,
out
"You're gonna
all
die."
low for a second there, and then you all of a sudden shot back up.
Shot way up. Hey, y'all, so the Wolverine is coming out 2013, we know.
Yeah, that's
And
next
the
month.
buzz is pity that Darren Aronofsky moved on from directing the It Has to Be Better than the first outing for the Wolverine. Frank Miller fans' choice comic book, which is the framework for the sequel, is rife with romantic, melodrama, character building, and a bad, no so bad guy, Ken Narada, aka the Katana Sword, wielding Silver Samurai. By no means is James Mangold a weak alternative. It's more than Aronofsky added luster could have helped remount the franchise. What y'all think? He should have stayed on, or should he bounce like he did?
Yeah, it's hard to say. With him bouncing, it makes me wonder about the storyline. Because that was... Yeah, that was...
I didn't really hear him.
He said I didn't really hear
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean, the last Wolverine reboot was really not successful. I didn't actually get to see that. And
Oh, so you don't
Wolverine's my
think-
favorite X-Men
So you don't
character.
think they lost nothing?
Well, I'm saying I'd be worried about what the next Wolverine is going to be then, because
Well, from what I've seen,
you
it's
don't
going
want
to
to
be
be
a really
involved
good
in the
movie.
second one. Right. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
man.
I got no idea what's going on.
Well, while you doing that, I just found a story, man, that just jumped across the ticker.
Uh-oh.
You know, when you at One Blunt Radio, we on the AP Wire. The AP Wire is always ticking, so some stories just pop up. I can't believe this. It just popped up just minutes ago.
What happened?
Too fat to rescue.
What?
More heavy patients denied air ambulances. So if you're too
Whoa,
big,
dude.
you can't get flew in.
No.
I mean, I can understand that it's a helicopter, but what are you people eating?
For a 446-pound patient in New Mexico, having a heart attack wasn't the worst thing that happened last April. Even more harming was being turned down by an air ambulance that came to the rescue because the victim was too big to get off the ground. It's an issue for sure, said Craig Yell, Vice President of Corporate Development at Air Methods, one of the nation's biggest air medical transport providers. We can get to the scene and find the patient is too heavy and to be able to go. Well, I'm just saying that we've seen this be an issue with airplanes where if you're too big, you got to pay for 2 seats.
Yeah, and that's a whole different can of worms. But
if you're too big here to get on there, if the plane can't get off the ground, then there's nothing they can do.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, magic alive.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, so
it's
like I
just
said,
hard to call it.
there's a different can of worms with the whole size issue on a plane, because the reality is if you're taller than 6 foot, you're too big for airplane seats. So
Right.
they need to get their act together on that. And I suppose you could go the same way, but really, man, 447, you're not a large human, you're a small horse.
Right. 46 pounds, you're awfully big. And you can't be upset at not being able to get the proper
No, I mean, I let me guess why you had a heart attack. You know,
46.
as cruel as that is, you just need to take better care of yourself in the first place.
Obesity is terrible. The way I see it, if you can't fit on a roller coaster, we can't rescue you. If you're too fat to ride this ride, man, I'm sorry, this crane ain't gonna lift you. I hate to sound like an ass, but I mean, I guess I'm just partial that way. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that just a matter of New Mexico being a little bit on the chintzy side and needing to upgrade their helicopter? Or is that something where, man, that's a flying ambulance? You know, they've got a ton of crap on there to begin with, and it's as heavy duty as you can really get for the size.
Yeah, they definitely do have a really good heavy-duty system in place for those helicopters when they do lift people up. But I think their weight limit at the moment is like 350, 400 pounds, something like that. So, I mean, honestly, like, it is a little bit extreme to see that, but the hospitals do need to realize obesity is a big problem in the U.S., so they're probably just going to have to realize, hey, we need to upgrade our system maybe a 500, 600-pound weight limit, just to make sure we can accommodate to those that are bigger, because some people can't help that they're bigger, because it's a inherited thing, or had issues as a child that cause those mental stress, which causes them to eat, which causes them to be comforted, that type of thing. So I don't know.
But we're also then talking about, you need to consider that with the crew too. You've got to have the minimum number of people on there, and what if some guy eats like a horse and works out at the gym and he's not on there? Is it all of a sudden kind of like jockeys? You've got to be a maximum weight to work on these crews. That's it's all getting weird, man.
I don't know. I think we're coming up on a break here real quick though.
That's good as pandemonium.
Yeah, we got a couple good songs coming up on this break. I think we're probably gonna make this a 10-minute one just so we can get everything going.
Good going in your brain,
medicated, get very high in this house, take a few dabs. So while you're out there, while you're listening, stay high, roll one up, smoke one, and all I gotta say is SOS. Smoke one, son. Come on, guys, you missed that.
Say it again.
I said, guys, come on. SOS. Smoke one, son.
Let me see your hand. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you groove. Let me see your hand. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Hands up. Tricks up. Hands up. Tricks up. Hands up. Tricks up. Hands up. Tricks up. You know my name. Step up in the club, you know my aim. Bottle with that bub, plus rose. Got my Mac shades on and my cut low face. See VIP, you on the front, okay, but we came to a party. And I can hardly wait. It's Saturday night, let's take a shot to the face. Not from the one that's locked on my waist. I'm talking about the ones that you pop by the case. We can have fun, but you gotta obey. From the window to the wall to the yacht on the lake. Hey, let me see your footwork. Hands to the sky if you know your worth. Little mama fine, let me go to work. I can make you feel high like you're going from earth. Cheer, now beam me up. Another day in a life and it easily come. I got drink in my cup, speed me up. And by the end of the night, it's just me and Doug. Who? My clique that is. Pockets on swole, wrists on biz. Be out of control, let me just go big. If you didn't know, better fix your wig. Let me see your wig. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Let me see your wig. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Hands up. Tricks up. Hands up. Tricks up. Hands up. Tricks up. I'ma live it up till I die. Money in the air, chips on the rise. Life ain't fair, but you gotta get by. We'll be up in here till the lights go dry. Everybody get faded. Party like you on vacation. Every state, every race, every nation. You hit a beat, it'll make your face lift. We just came to get it drunk. Everybody put your hands up. If you on the wall and handcuffs, stop. What? Man up. Damn, hun, you got it, girl. I like the way you move your body, girl. Your nickname should be Shotty, girl. The way you move that back and pop it, girl. Whoa, tell them ladies they gets no love. For another round, this on us. It's about to go down and we just woke up and it's only 6 a.m. What the fuck? We can take it outside. From the club to the street to the ride. By the end of the night, I'ma have you say, oh my. Let me see your man. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Let me see your man. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Hands up. Tricks up. 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 We came to party. We don't really wanna hurt nobody. Dang, look at that body. Put my number in your phone and call me. I said we came to party. We don't really wanna hurt nobody. Dang, look at that body. Put my number in your phone and call me. Let me see your hand. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Let me see your hand. Let me see you dance. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Main Event West. Main Event West.
Gotta make 6 figures, stay up on the grind. Gotta stay on top, keep me in the spotlight. Let me pour you out some liquor. 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 Gotta make 6 figures, stay up on the grind. Gotta stay on top, keep me in the spotlight. Let me pour you out some liquor. Let me pour you out some liquor. Let me pour you out some liquor. Let me pour you out some liquor.
I gotta stay on my grind and stay on top.
keep low though, so the T don't raid my shop. Niggas be looking, but they must don't see the time on the clock. Till barrels in they face of a nigga's loaded Glock. Hey, dream big, I wanna be a superstar. Coming out the hood, hoping that this shit gets me far. I've been through it all, I've been through the war. Grab the ball like Shaq and go straight to the board. Yeah, he's hard, that's what your bitch say. I might be wrong, but I'm about to go this way. No, I don't listen, so don't twist me up in hearsay. Yeah, niggas couldn't see it if it was a clear day. Say I hear something, is it God calling? It's a bad thing when you see the fog falling. Stop stalling, you niggas better catch your breath. Look into the sky, cause this might be your last test.
Stay up on the ground, gotta stay on top, keep me in the spotlight. Let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor. 6 figures, stay up on the ground, gotta stay on top, keep me in the spotlight. Let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor.
See, I gotta make 6 figures and then 7. I think I be the one that's spitting about not going to heaven. I love Jesus, but it's not my time to go. Still rip flows, y'all remember Mr. Gangsta Doe? But it's DJ FXP, that's the infinite one. Spit flows so easily, but guaranteed in the Midwest we stand test. We pour no liquor out, no vest. See, I go through life thinking heartless, me being drunk, stoned to the bone. If I wasn't gone on Mary J, you know I'd leave alone. See, I think I'm stuck in a four-cornered room, thinking about my time on earth. Is it my doom? See, some people ski in the summer with no snow, but if you in Colorado, you know what it is to blow. See, nowadays I think about 6 million ways to win 6 million Grammys and win 6 million awards.
Stay up on the ground, gotta stay on top, keep me in the spotlight. Let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor. 6 figures, stay up on the ground, gotta stay on top, keep me in the spotlight. Let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor, let me pour you out some liquor.
All right. Y'all better go pick it up right now. That 5 Minutes of Fame by Dr. D.B. Kush is available now. 400 digital outlets. iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, NotOnlyStreet.com. That's NotOnlyStreet.com. Go pick it up. Hot bangers like Underdog. Check the video on YouTube and on drdbkush.info. Trey Trash, man, to the face. Colorado fan. Then you can cut that joint on and just let it roll. That's a Colorado classic. From me to you, I make music for we folks. Yes.
He's back. It's the midday burn, baby. Yeah, it's the midday burn.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fired up.
Hey, y'all. So, Stevie Wonder's boycotting Florida.
Good.
I almost made a joke of that, but I stopped. I'm going to keep that one.
We can do a show later on tonight or something about those.
Yeah. Rising gas prices lift consumer inflation in June.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stock slips as market focuses on Bernanke testimony. Is that why the stock slipped for real? Just because he was testifying? Amazing.
That's sad.
Got much power of one man, huh?
I was gonna say, if the stocks can fall or rise by one man's power, that's ridiculous.
Well, granted, he is in a position where if he says something negative about the market, then he's expected to have all the information on it.
True.
So,
Hey, Bachman Stafford was arrested for stealing. She ain't getting paid. They ain't getting paid enough?
I guess not.
Wow. Cool
Right,
stuff.
what was she stealing?
Let's see. What was she stealing? Stealer, thief. She's not from the Pittsburgh Steelers. An aide for Republican Michelle Bachmann is out of a job after allegedly stealing cash from a congressional office building. Damn.
That's terrible.
According to police, 37-year-old Javier Sanchez was arrested
Kids
July.
never get this excited about cleaning teeth,
You want a greenie?
but dogs do. Watch them go wild for an irresistible treat that
people
fights
get
tartar
paid
and freshens breath.
In the Ray
Greenie's
Baum
dental
House
chews.
office building. An affidavit states there were two thefts
Former aide
reported
to
between
Congresswoman
February
Michelle Bachmann
2013
is denying allegations
and
that he stole from
215.
congressional
Check it out.
offices on Capitol Hill.
How much,
Javier
though, man?
Sanchez was arrested last week after U.S. Capitol Police say he was caught
Well,
stealing
not like any
on
amount is
camera.
worth it, but
News
yeah,
4's
it
Mark
makes you wonder.
Seagraves is on Capitol Hill
Wasn't
tonight
there-
with more on
isn't there
this one,
something
Mark.
about if it's more than
Doreen, this is a
$10,000
strange
that I want
story
to-
by
I
any
want to
means.
talk about
You
when
have a
these
member
people
of
in the
Congress
government's
allowing
watch
police
list
to set up a
terrorists.
covert
That's
surveillance camera in her office for
use it
months. It all ended last week when a top aide to one of the most famous members of Congress was arrested for theft.
Because I mean, yeah, we're talking about campaign
The
contributions.
thefts took place here, inside Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann's Capitol Hill office in the
Wow.
Rayburn building. According to court
There's
documents, Javier Sanchez, a legislative aide to Bachmann, was caught on
Hey,
video
you wouldn't get paid
taking
enough.
2 envelopes of
Well,
cash that had been planted by U.S.
Yeah,
Capitol
I
Police.
can understand.
Charging documents
that being an
reveal
issue
that
for that
earlier
guy, but
this
I'm
year,
saying, yeah,
just
who-
after Sanchez was hired by
keeps campaign
Bachmann,
contributions
cash
where
started disappearing
staffers
from her
can get
office.
to, and that's this
Police
person's
set up a covert
trustworthy.
camera
They
in
need
Bachmann's
money.
chief of staff's office and
Yeah.
placed 2 envelopes of cash in desk drawers. It took
Yeah.
nearly 2.5 months, but the cash went missing. And when police
One
checked the
of the
videotape, they say they saw Sanchez
One of
going
the
into the
smartest.
desk.
I'm just saying, man, I'm sorry for you, Sanchez, that the job didn't pay you enough that you thought you should have to steal. I guess you're out here looking for work. Yeah. Well, hey, Blagdanovich, he's going to appeal convict of stiff sentence. You know, the Chicago mayor. He's up here in Colorado serving his sentence.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He actually just appealed that decision today at his deadline
At
for
his
the ruling,
deadline.
so he's going to be going to court again. I think they said by next year for it.
Well, guess that's what happens when you sell seats.
Yeah.
Supposedly it was viewed as a political move on his part, according to his defense at the moment. It was supposed to be a move to try to gain more, some sort of political move where he was trying to see, help somebody else
It was a
get the
political
power.
move to act like a dictator without being called a dictator.
Yeah, he's just got some crazy defense about it, but I don't think it's gonna fall. I don't think it's gonna work on his end. I really don't.
Wow.
That's what we're learning these days. If you're rich enough, you can afford a lawyer to say the words so that you're not a criminal. You're an activist. You're not a criminal. You're a politician.
Well, you got a new thing now, Lockheed Martin and C.U. Boulder are the ones making the Maven, which was open for viewing last time in its home state on Monday at Lockheed Martin Space Systems. It is said to be disassembled and shipped to Florida's coast August 2nd. They will spend 3.5 months being prepped for launch. The project is NASA's first mission to the Red Planet since the headline-grabbing Mars Curiosity rover made its harrowing landing on the surface nearly a year ago, producing public enthusiasm that Maven's program leaders hope to harness. We are still trying to get 10,000 people to this launch, said Lisa May, program executive for Mars program at NASA. Science mission. The science follows on part and parcel to what we're doing on Curiosity. So they're trying to take people up there, I guess, huh?
Well, Lockheed Martin was the one that created our new spaceship that's going to, or our rocket that's going to Mars.
Yeah.
This one should make it then, because Lockheed Martin's a really good company, so.
It's Colorado, baby.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
hope it does.
Yep, it'll do it.
You said yep. So on that note,
there's a
y'all,
lot of smart people working on it. Unfortunately, it's
a lot of dumb people making the decisions after they're done working on it.
right. So we wish them all the best of luck, and let's see how it goes. We're gonna take y'all to another break, and we'll be right back.
Puff, 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 puff,
$20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
Walk into my house like, what up? I got some good pop. I'm just pumped up, got some herb from the pot shop. Ice in the fridge, it used to be frosty. My friends like, damn, that's a stoned-ass donkey. Rolling in hella high, looking like it's FIFA time. Dominating all my friends as I eat some chili fries. Draped in a Snuggie with my girl sitting next to me. Probably shouldn't have had a big gulp full of iced tea. But shit, it was 99 cents. I'll be blazing and smoking, about to go and get some munchy snacks. Passing up on those Cracker Jacks, Reese's Pieces are where it's at. Gotta get me some soda pop. Cottonmouth has been creeping up, but can't remember where I put my keys. Yeah, that's what's up. I'ma take your grandpa's ride. I'ma take your grandpa's ride. No, for real, ask your grandpa, can I take a 65? DeVille cruising to my local Publix. Nothing better than rolling with two super fly chicks. They have frozen burritos. I bought frozen burritos. I bought some Ben & Jerry's, and then I bought some Cheetos. Hello, hello, my main man Obama. A couple states have just reformed their laws on marijuana. What you gonna do, send the feds there? Hell no, the DEAs would be like, aw, they got volcanoes.
I'm gonna smoke some weed, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna smoke some weed, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
What you doing?
Is that your grandma's pipe?
What you smoking now? Have you had your wake and bake yet? Have you dabbed one? Have you filled up your bowl? What about your edible? Have you had a long type of sticky type of substance rolled up in a beautiful type of wrap? Have you vaporized? Do you know what time it is? Do you? Do you? Dabbed out in Denver. Loud. It's the Midday Burn. Fired up every day. Monday through Friday. From 11 to noon. You can get high with the highest show before noon. Fired up, y'all. Let's get stoned on One Blunt Radio. And we back. It's the Midday Burn. Fired up. Yeah, y'all. Hey, y'all, always with that enthusiasm in the midday. Hope y'all day's going good as our day's going. And that's how it is.
Oh yeah, I'm about to feel real good. I'm about to dab one up over here. We really are about to be dabbed out in Denver.
All the way down.
It's a good day already so far.
He said it's a good day already. I feel that way too, man. I feel like finding something, you know, weird. So I'm looking weird. Y'all can find something to talk about. I'm gonna go weird. Y'all feel weird?
Alright, I guess. While you're doing that, I'll throw out there that the mainstream media is throwing in my opinion, a bad spin on this idea of 12 doctors giving the majority of red cards to patients in Colorado. I think that the much underplayed argument that started even in California was that the mainstream doctors cannot and will not prescribe marijuana because Kaiser or whatever insurance companies that they have to pander to are owned by, well, essentially owned by or own many stocks in pharmaceutical companies, and therefore, in order for them to hedge their bets by paying out money to dividends that they're going to receive back, they prescribe drugs. They're not going to prescribe it, and what doctor is going to do that when they don't get paid by you, they get paid by the insurance company?
Right.
That's the whole thing that I think is wrong with our system, is it never addressed that doctors still don't respond to you as the patient, they respond to whoever your insurance company is.
I can feel that. I can feel that. And see, the whole situation is, I mean, hell, some people don't want to smoke. They just want edibles. And they consume a high amount. They're bigger people.
Right. Now, granted, on the other side, I do have to concede that I don't think there's any reason anybody needs a 500 plant count for themselves.
Okay, I'm not going to debate that either. I'm with you.
I mean, yeah.
That is a pretty ridiculous amount, even for making things such as edibles. Like, I know you were talking about that earlier, DV, but, I mean, isn't that even still kind of a ridiculous amount for
That gives you a lot of room to be a terrible grower. I mean, in all reality...
See, that gives you a lot of room to be a terrible grower. You can jack up a lot of plants.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you're trying to do a mass grow at once, wouldn't that jack up almost all your plants if one messes up, especially if they're all in one pretty much general area? I'm curious about that. Like,
I just
say if one gets spider mites, would, like, if you don't realize, because you have 501 plants under one roof, or in one area growing giant, 2, 3, 4 ounce plants, whatever they are.
You can only have 250 in bud, though. By the law, 250 in bud, 250 in bud.
But so is it hard to track which ones might be, infected with something? Or
not if you're on top of your job. It's a lot of work. You gotta have a team of 500, I think.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a team. I mean, it depends on what. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say you've got to have a team once you get past 100 plants anyway. And who needs 100 plants for themselves, man? That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That is.
I think the 6 that I would get from a regular.
If you need some growing tips, then let me know. Because if you're struggling with 100 plants, let me know. Give me a call. I'll make that work out better for you.
Well, what's your contact information if they want to get hold of you?
I can even help you with 100. I've been around 100. It's doable. 60 years after newspaper headlines heralded the discovery of a flying saucer in Roswell, New Mexico, the famous 1947 UFO incident is passing from the realm of eyewitness accounts into the realm of legend. The legend came to life again for the anniversary in the form of a Google Doodle game that lightheartedly retraces the Roswell story. The International UFO Museum in Roswell celebrated the incident last weekend at its annual festival. The real-life event centers around reports of crashed UFO and supposed sightings of alien bodies in the vicinity of Roswell in July 1947. At first, the U.S. Air Force said that the flying disc had been found, but that report was quickly retracted, and that the military said instead that the saucer was nothing more than a weather balloon that fell into the earth.
I had heard about that story, something about that, but I honestly feel like they've been covering up. I mean, I pretty much know that they've been covering up things such as extraterrestrial life and UFOs, or, something else that might be out there, especially with the discovery of, certain things on Mars, and, there's a lot of things out there that they have discovered that they just have covered up, or, just don't tell the general public, and only certain privileged people get to know information like that.
Total Recall was still a movie, man. It wasn't real, man.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about, like, in general, like back then in those Roswell, New Mexico sightings and stuff. Most of those, not most of them, but a lot of those have been actual sightings, or things that they have found, because there are things that are there that people know about that they just keep trying to play off that's not there when it really is there. Because I have friends that work there. I have, there's people that know what's actually going on. So there's other people in the world that really know what's going on. So, I mean, you can't deny that nothing is going on, because there are the people that have either seen it go on, know that it's been going on, have come out and said that it went on, or, so, I mean, there's a lot of information left unsaid by the government that I feel that people should know, because why not let them know that, there is something else out there?
Right.
I have no idea what's going on.
See where we here down Denver.
Yeah.
So right now, before we end the show, I figured we could end the show with some good news.
Okay.
Here's some good news, all right? Finally, some good news.
Okay.
Teen chases down kidnapper and saves missing girl.
All right.
Jocelyn, a 5-year-old girl, was abducted by a middle-aged man who lured her into a van with ice cream. The Pennsylvania town of Lancaster sped into action in just 2 hours after she was taken. 15-year-old Tamara Boggs and his friend Chris Garcia chased the vehicle down on their bikes. Boggs and Garcia did not know the family at all. They just decided to join the search party, Boggs told Lancaster Online. Tamara said the car caught eye as suspiciously swerved in and out of side streets, simply trying to avoid getting noticed by police in the area. Tamara carried her on his bicycle and successfully reunited her with a relieved family member. Unfortunately, the kidnapper is still at large. Despite being hailed a hero, Boggs remains humble. I'm just a normal person who did the thing that anybody else would do. Good job, young man.
Yes.
You and Lil Garcia, good job. And way to get out there. It's not the safest thing, and I'm not going to say that all kids, if you see something, that you should do something like this, because it's a very unsafe act that you guys did, but it was definitely an act of heroism, and SOS to y'all, man. That's part of that Save Our Streets campaign we're on, man.
Right on.
That's what I'm talking about. That right there is a great way to tell y'all. We will see y'all tomorrow, and just to let you know, that song we played by Hands Up by Dion, he will be in town on Sunday. We will have a live interview with him. If nothing, we will have one for you on Monday for the midday burn of Dion. We'll have an interview with him out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He will be here with the Coast to Coast live edition with Little Fats and everybody from Coast to Coast. Also, make sure on Friday night you check us out at the Speakeasy. The Bongathon will be in the building. Fastest gram contest, whoever wins get 2 tickets, and it'll also be a dab gauntlet, and it'll be a host of media, TAC Mag, Chronic Mag, The Doobie, and of course, One Blunt Radio. Oh man, it's going down, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Also, on Saturday, y'all support Albies and get that $4,000. Go out there and vote Team Albies, y'all, and get that $4,000. Bring it back to the team. And on that note, we would like to tell y'all to roll something up. Fill a bowl, dab a time or 2 or 3, eat an edible, tuck a sucker, get you something to drink, man. And SOS. Smoke one, son.
ser grande nalgas. So authentic, the way you move those hips when the music plays. All off in it, I'll groove if I could be with you today. No complaining, it's all I get when I ask you to dance. I really wanna feel what's in the pants, girl. Oh, bonita, tú tienes el grande nalgas. Ay, 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 you do, babe. Oh, bonita, tú tienes el grande nalgas. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, bonita, tú tienes el grande nalgas. Yeah, yeah, you do, baby. Oh, bonita, tú tienes el grande nalgas. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, bonita, tú tienes el grande nalgas. Oh, bonita, tú tienes el grande nalgas. Ay, 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 I love to look at your nalgas. To take a grab, to give them a squish.
barbecue classics.
Just say a mile high. Hey.
Chicky, chicky, yeah.
DJ FXP.
A1.
Blunt Radio. Live Wire.
Urban Radio.
Hey. Let's smoke my high. Let's smoke my high.
Smoking on some medicated trees.
I wanna get high.